All right, I'm glad y'all are hanging with me because you've made it to the final video where we're going to break down how to make your goal, the first step to getting to your goal, into a habit. So I've hoped y'all have written that down. I hope you have something that you're ready to roll with and focus on. And if you need help, then text me. My number is up here. It's 225-485-3067. Just shoot me a text if y'all need help figuring out, because some people, like, we're creating awareness right now, but some people may not even know, like, what is the next step. And so I can help walk y'all through that if y'all want that. So for today, we're gonna focus on protein, okay? Now, first, we're going to analyze how much we're currently getting in our day and do a day in the life audit, okay? So let's say right now I'm getting like 50 to 60 grams of protein. You know, I've decided that I want to get my ideal body weight in protein, but that would be a really big jump. So I'm going to start with just getting to, 75 or 100 grams. So how can I do that easily? So bring awareness to where you're at right now, okay? And then we're going to get specific and simple. And so, for example, I'm gonna go back to this awareness piece because this is where I feel like a lot of people, and I'm gonna put like a life audit as another term. This is where I feel like a lot of people start to overstretch things. So someone who might say, oh, I feel like eating out at restaurants is holding me back, so I'm just not gonna eat out during the week. That's going to cause you to fail, because it's not realistic for most people to not eat out at all. So if you're eating out 10 times in a week, maybe scale it back to 6, then to 4, then to 3, and still maybe creating just 1 to 2 times a week as your parameter. And so if there are days where maybe you can't, or if there are weeks where you do go out 3 or 4 times, that maybe isn't your norm anymore, but you're still giving yourself some leeway versus saying, I'm not gonna eat out at all. Then an instance comes up, you grab something on the road or you have a dinner out, and then you feel like you're not following your plan anymore, so then the rest of the week doesn't matter. That's what tends to happen, and that's what I want y'all to stop doing, is having this all or nothing mentality, because it's going to keep you stuck. Because once you break that all or nothing mentality, it's going to cause you to spiral, because you have no, what I like to call is bumpers. I'm going off on a tangent, but this is important. So I talk to a lot of my clients about this. So think about like your life and things like as a bowling lane, like right here, and you have these bumpers. And so you have a ball that can kind of go back and forth. Like you have some leeway, but if you go too far off, this bumper is going to bring you back in. So same thing. So you have some leeway there. So don't have this all or nothing mentality. Give yourself a range. Give yourself some parameters or a guide. So we do that a lot with drinking, with eating out, with sweet treats, is saying, hey, I can have up to like this many in a week, because that's going to allow you to pick and choose when you want to have those meals, instead of having no parameters or 0, or having too strict of parameters, meaning you're not going to have any of something, because let's be honest, you are. Okay, so that's my tangent, but let's get back to protein. So number 1 is to get specific and simple, like really, really specific. So I'm not just gonna say I want to increase my protein. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna eat more protein in a day. I'm gonna say, let's say right now, I'm just having coffee for breakfast. Maybe that's the next place that I can add protein into my diet. But I'm on the go, like cooking eggs right now isn't gonna happen for me, okay? So I'm first going to get 20 grams at breakfast, okay? Breakfast. How am I going to do that? So like I said, I can't scramble eggs. I don't have time for that. So I'm just gonna put protein in my coffee, because that's something I'm already doing, right? So I'm gonna use a protein shake, okay? So write it down what you're doing. Now, first step, get specific and simple. You have to make sure you know what you need to do next first, and bring awareness to where you're at in your life so you can build up to that. So get specific and make it simple. And then make it easy. So this is going to be key. If you're having trouble making it easy, it's going to be hard to stick to. So and you can do this in a few ways. You can habit stack it, which means attach it to something else that you're already doing. And so I'm already drinking my coffee, so I'm gonna go ahead and add protein to my coffee. You can make it available. So I'm going to put my protein right next to my coffee pot. It's right there. I can do it. And I'm gonna schedule it. So I may not necessarily need to schedule it because I'm already doing those things, but that's something else that you can do, is like set a reminder. So something else we're doing right now, for an example, is we're running a challenge where clients are doing 100 grams of protein today and 100 air squats a day. And so they're pairing it with things that they're already doing. So they're either doing 25 air squats with their 25 grams of protein right after their meal. I have clients telling me they're doing their air squats when they wash their hands at work, when they're doing the laundry. They're attaching it to things that they're already doing. So remember, you can habit stack, attach it to something you're already doing, so it's not something separate you have to remember to do. Make it available, so whether you need to see it visually, whether you need to prepare and have something available, whether it's food or clothes for the gym, whatever that looks like, or schedule it. So if you need to set a timer on your phone, block it out on your calendar, whatever that looks like to you, make it easy to do, okay? Step 3 is to reward yourself and celebrate. So this can look like a few different things. And so maybe you're a visualization person. So I have like this acrylic calendar on my fridge that I love. So maybe it's checking the boxes and saying like, okay, I've gone 30 days in a row to do this. Maybe set like a time frame that you can do it and, you know, scratch it off. Maybe you reward yourself. Maybe you get, 20 grams of protein in 5 days this week. And that's the other thing, is think about your goal. It doesn't have to be every day. Don't set an exercise goal for every day. That doesn't need to happen. Your protein goal doesn't have to start with every day, even 5 out of 7 days. Maybe you do it 5 out of 7 days, you go get your nails done, whatever that looks like. Sometimes the reward is just the feeling of doing this good habit. So I'm getting my protein in the morning. I'm noticing I have more energy. I have less cravings. That is my motivation enough to keep doing it, because I now know how it feels. But once we've done these 3 things, we've created awareness, we're focusing on the behavior and the mindset going into it, and this will create a habit. So you're getting specific and simple, you're making it easy, and you're rewarding it. And so this process, once it repeats, it will become a habit. And once it feels easy to you, then you can move on to the next thing, okay? So that's what I want y'all to remember. If you're still struggling with what is holding you back, especially when it comes to behavior, then I want you to go to my website and take our behavior, personality, and diet quiz. Sorry, I know it's a mouthful, but just go to arnoldnutritioncoaching.com/resources, and it will be right there for you, and it will tell you exactly what your diet personality type is, so you know what behavior to focus on that you need to break in order to have lasting success. So I am so glad that y'all have joined me for all 3 of these videos. I hope this has been helpful and impactful, and I know it can be if you implement it, and that's all I want for you. I just want lasting success, and you can do it. So go and do this. Keep me updated on how it's going. If you need help, reach out to me, 225-485-3067. Just shoot me a text, and I'll be happy to help. Thank y'all.